Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. It is Zero here, back with part 11 of student transfer. If you guys remember part 10, right? Part 9 and part 10, we go back into the choosing between Yui's resistance or creating a new spell. We tried both of them yet. No, we tried both of them already. But here's the thing. We never try to change something at the beginning. So let's go into scenario. Where is it? Yui Spellbook Continuation. All right. Shout out to Applemelon by the way for creating this scenario. It's a very good scenario. I enjoyed it very much. Welcome to my scenario. Yeah, we rate this on part 9 I think. So no, not part 9, like part 4 or something like that. So yeah, we're gonna skip this. Play for the beginning of the scenario. Play the beginning of the canon. We're gonna go. Okay, we're gonna go for beginning of scenario. I'm gonna skip again. Violence graphic off. No. And then what again? Gonna try. Okay, last time we choose to hypnotize her, and we close up the carry path. And today we're gonna try to open up the carry path and see what's actually happened. So, light to carry. Yes, cause John to be goodwill. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna skip again. Oh, oh, we're back here. I'm gonna skip again. I'm gonna skip to the night choice until oh here it goes. Oh no, this is the same one. uh, how? When we gonna meet Carrie though? I'm just gonna go with Eeny Meeny Miny Mo catch a tiger by its toe. If you feel let it go, Eeny Meeny Miny Mo. Create a new spell. But this is the same one when we create Jane, right? I reckon it could be possible, but we would first have to settle on what kind of spell would interest us. Do you have anything in mind? I like the idea of making a spell. Okay guys, I know I already make this part, but sorry, I'm just gonna need to read this again until we see anything have to do with carry. And by the way, I'm recording on a new PC, on a new mic, and on OBS, not Bandicam anymore, so if anything goes wrong with this video, I'm very sorry. This is the first time I'm trying this. I hope you guys understand. Okay, let's go. The first thing that comes to mind is maybe a way for us to communicate while you possesses me. Maybe we can even communicate from far away then. So, like a phone. Yeah. No. Oh. No, like telepathy. I know that I can think of myself while you control me. So my thoughts still work like normal. Ah, gotcha. Although, I'd be surprised if this didn't already exist in the spellbook. Try look for it. And so did I. Why did I? Oh my god. Going through the book, it was clear that I hadn't even scratched the surface of it. So many seemingly redundant but still really interesting spells were to be found. Some also sounded deadly though. Man, when you think about it, this thing really is the perfect murder weapon. I agree, I agree. I hope I don't go insane and use this stuff at some point. Ooh, good point, good point. Sure enough, I found a page that showcased some kind of telepathy. However, one thing stood out. What is that? Top transference. This enchantment allows two users to connect their minds through a psychic link, allowing communication across space. Okay. Simply enchant anything edible by placing it on the runes given below, and let anyone whom you wish to communicate with eat a part of the food. Don't forget to eat a part of the food yourself as well if you would like to if you write in on the chat. And for God's sake, eat up all the food so that you don't end up being linked with a roach as well. Oh my god, how did I miss this scenes? Is this... I'm pretty sure I read this already. The spell is currently deemed unoptimized due to the lack of several limiters. It isn't recommended using it in its current state, and likely never will. Joseph Blackwell. Applemelon really good with coming up with names. Just below, a rather large note was to be found. Note: perhaps a spirit link would work out better. There is a spell called Thought Transference, but it says it has been unoptimized and isn't fit for use. Unoptimized? Spells can be unoptimized. I nodded at that. She grumbled a bit at how this sounds a bit more technical than magical. But that would mean that it could be optimized, right? Technically, yeah. I don't think you should assume that I know much about this. This is completely new to me. Oh, come on, John. You know fun. If only there was a way for me to read the book as well. I could help a lot more then. True, true. There could maybe be a way, but that feels like an entirely different challenge altogether. Don't you have something you want to try with your magic? To be honest, everything I've already read so far would be enough for me to live a really interesting life. True, true. The only thing that I really think is going to be a problem is even trying it all out. So you want more time? More time? She probably meant a spell to stop time or something. Would it be a good idea to screw around with the time itself? Probably not, man. Or maybe you just want someone to try all these spells out on. Maybe like creating dummies you could do anything on. Wait, actually, I'm pretty sure we can. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we create a puppet of John on episode 9. So, are we gonna do it again? I'm not sure if this is the same path. Are we even opening the carry path right now? The concept that could easily go wrong, manipulating time and creating magical dummies, or at least that's what I thought she was implying. I've played way too many games to know that you don't screw around with those two things. But then again, reality could be something entirely else. Time and clones. Oh, we create we create a clone of Yui, right? On episode 8. I'm pretty sure we did. Oh, that sounds fun. Clearly, Yui hadn't played those same games as me if she had an amount of enthusiasm towards such dangerous concepts. Look them up. Alright. She was pumped for some reason. Probably because they interest her a bit more than telepathy did. Oh, that a cool sound effect. Good job there, Applemelon. Time. There had to be something, right? We couldn't be the first one to think about this. It could be. And of course, there it was. Oh, there it is. Time conjuration. Create time by accelerating the growth of any object or yourself. If you're sick of being treated like a baby by your father or require to be of older age, this is a spell for you. Okay, I'm not trying to grow up right here. I'm trying to like stop time or something. Okay, please don't make me grow up. It is the first spell I've created and was approved by the council. I don't really know what else to write here. The other guys usually write some witty remark in their entries, but I've got standards. Gail Blackwell. This wizard doesn't seem very thorough, okay, with his entry. So, yeah, so what? She must have noticed how I broke my focus from the page I was reading. You can conjure time, whatever that means. Let me look at some cloning spell, too. She smiled in anticipation. I resumed checking the book. It took me a while, but I found nothing but about any attempts to create temporary clones of oneself or others. That aside, I had probably read more during my stay over at US today than I had in school this entire week. Sorry, nothing about that. Nothing in about that. So it's something we could invent then. We have no idea how to invent a spell, though. I mean, we could look up the Latin words for create clone for me, R, but I doubt it will work. It, yeah, I'm pretty sure we already done this. Okay, isn't there a like search function for the book? Surely it must be organized in a way to let you find things faster, right? A search function. Did she think this was some sort of web page we were looking at? Don't be ridiculous. This is a book. It's not like saying, please give me all the results for cloning. Would suddenly turn to the page to those placed in the book. All of a sudden, the book began glowing in a purple light. Okay, looks like we did it, boys. What the frick? What's going on? Yeah, what's going on, John? Oh, what happened there? My OBS kind of like it's my right. Okay. It actually has a search function. You have to be kidding me. This thing is actually like a web page. The book was on complete autopilot right now. It shuffled through the pages at a rapid pace, bookmarking all the pages that apparently contained the words. As it finally came to the whole, it finally had found 3 pages. They were indicated by glowing bookmarks. You searched for cloning, right? I hope so. The first page just mentioned a way to clone grain. Not really something I consider useful given my position as someone who isn't interested in cloning again. Cloning grain. Oh, damn it. I need to focus. The second page contained a spell that allowed me to clone items. It looks very complicated to me. You had to use a concept called equivalent exchange, but I had no idea what any of that meant. Must be something for advanced users of the book. On the third page, I found something interesting. Conjure clone. This is what we're looking for, right? Oh yes, is it a spell you can use? I gazed back into the book and read the description of this spell. Conjure clone. Allows the wish to create clones of dead cells such as hair or nails. This function similar to how puppets function. Due to nature of the life-giving properties of the cell, it can only performed by a witch. Oh, so John can't use it. John needs to turn Jin first. Be aware that this is unfinished. In order to imprint the spell into our heirloom book, we require saffron spice, which are not available to us right now. We do not know the effect of the spell yet, but simulations have shown the conjure to work without issues. All we need is a resources family member to imprint the spell. Imprint perceiveless blah 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 water speak for their version of Peppa. Ginger greenhouse. Saffron, I actually know about that. Oh, you do? Because I don't. One look up towards Yui revealed that she was waiting on my input again. There is a full cloning spell. Before she could enjoy it, I continued, but it isn't finished. It says that it needs saffron to be intact in the spell, and also it can apparently only be performed by a witch, which I'm guessing is a woman, but I don't really see why. A witch? Oh, so you're a female wizard? Guess so, but the kicker is my mom actually has some saffron at home she got from her colleague for her birthday of hers. Isn't saffron really offensive though? Do you think she mind if we borrowed it? We only need a gram of it. She can overlook that, I hope. I was sure she would be able to. She barely used the stuff, so it was just rooting away. If spies are even able to root away, To rot away. Ah, why did I read root? It was just one O, not two. I'm so sorry. But I had not forgotten about the first spell we looked up. My mind was set on trying imprint the cloning spell. Although we talk about the telepathic cloning sounds a bit more fun, wouldn't you agree? Definitely, I really want to try it out. Even though I had noticed her enthusiasm for this particular spell, I hadn't noticed the volume of enthusiasm she was giving me. These would probably be one of her desired superpowers if she could choose. Well then, let's get going. To your home? Yep, we need to get stuff in first. And foremost else, we won't be able to do it. Okay. Okay, we are 15 minutes in. We also need something called Elofia, whatever it is. Oh, that's easy. The market downtown sell orchids with those garnets, whatever, inside them. I know a shop. Yes, we got two places to go then. We should hurry up before they close. Better buy them now. Oh, great. Oh, sorry, I didn't read that. We got to the National we needed for a quick visit back home. We also got her wallet, which likely meant she was willing to spend a bit of money on whatever flowers content that stuffed it for a spell, even though I was more than okay with splitting. Why did you pay the whole thing, John? we were we were well on the way home. It wasn't very far since we lived on the same streets, but the streets was large and it would still take us a good 10 minutes to reach our destination. By the way, what about that time spell? We completely skipped it. Oh, true. Oh, yeah. I guess it just looked undescriptive, I guess? That's not a real... oh, okay, okay. Explain why I can't say it then. Yeah, you get what I mean. All it said was that you create time. Not very informative, if you ask me. If you ask me too. Wouldn't it be dangerous if you, like, create a lot of time? Yui struggled formulating her stuff for once. You know, you don't know a lot about magical stuff, do you? I know a little bit, but we haven't had about time relativity in psychics yet. Is it psychic or physics? Oh, that's physics. Shit! People gonna be like, bruh, really, nigga? If we will ever, I guess that's one of the advantages of playing way too many games. One thing was certain in terms of knowledge about all the mysticism and fictional stuff. I had the advantage. Really, buddy? Okay. Oh, this is the Carrie Path fighting. As we finally approached my house, I saw the worst case scenario approaching towards us. Carrie, why of all time now? Hello, John. Da 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 da. I could feel Carrie's death stare looking up and down on Yui. Yui herself was getting a bit uneasy at the stranger who suddenly approached us and started looking ominously at her. Come on, what's gonna happen here? What's gonna happen here? I'm scared. Oh my god. Carrie started to visibly shake in anger. Should I just hypnotize her once and for all? I didn't do it this morning, but Carrie has never looked this menacing. Talk yourself out of the situation. New or hypnotize her. You guys know what we gotta do, right? We gotta try the new stuff. Oh, Carrie, don't worry, we're just passing by. Ooh. That menacing look didn't stop, however. Oh my god. Did I mess up? Is she not buying it? John, who is this? It's you, that ugly Japanese tutor. Hey, you are not ugly, you're ugly. Before I even caught wine on the bulletin insult Carrie threw at her, Yui was already reacting to school day manners. Excuse me? What is a slut like you doing with my lovely John? Excuse me? What's your language? I cannot believe that you would just walk up to someone you don't know and just start insulting them. That is very rude. Just who do you think you are? Dot dot dot. Well, at least that made her shut up. And to answer your question, I'm just visiting their home for a short while. A bimbo like you would never be able to teach John better than me. Carrie, go kill yourself. That crazy girl just kept spouting insult after insult at her. Yui's mouth was just open at the moment, as if she had no words for it. Okay, Carrie, enough. Get out from my sight right now. This isn't fun anymore. It will never be. Can't you see that she is useless? Why don't you come over to our home? I can teach you anything you want to learn. Carrie, you know nothing. At least I think so. Chills went down on my spine at the mere thoughts of being with Carrie in the same room. And not the positive kind of chills. 100%, no doubt about it. The negatives one. What are you even talking about? I am not teaching him anything. Oh shit. Yui, let's not talk about what does she mean by that, John? Does she not tutor you on Japanese? Not what we needed. The very short-lived lie was exposed, and I just wanted to get away from Carrie. I grabbed Yui's arm and began walking away. She wasn't comfortable with this, as was evident by how she halfway resisted me. But Yui persisted in wanting to talk to her, even after continuously tucking her arm a couple times to indicate that I wanted to get out of here. God, Yui, get a rid of the situation. I don't tutor him. Did you lie to her about us? Yui, seriously, we need to get out of here. Yui, I will run. I will run if I was you. I'm not staying with this crazy girl right next to you. About us? Oh shit. I think I might just mess up. What do you mean about us? Yui wanted to resolve. I wanted it over. For crying out loud, am I really forced to cast a mind control on Carrie here at all? Mind control? You know what? I want to see Yui handle this. Come on, babe. Prove it to me. How strong you are, Yui. No, what am I thinking? I'm not forced to do it. Even if she is balls to the wall crazy. If anything goes wrong, I just quickly have to say the incarnation, right? She means nothing, alright, Carrie? Yes, I lied, but it was just so you could leave me alone. I respect that you like seeing me, but sometimes you can be a bit too confronting. I had no idea how she would react to me being so open for once. Her face was unreadable for me. I am so sorry, my dear. My dear, this girl has delusions, alright? But perhaps this really was the way to go instead of straight up changing her personality. It looked like she understood what I was saying. I am happy that you admit that, John. And Carrie, was it? Instead of just giving a nod or yes, she still had those lifeless, horrific eyes upon Yui. Don't worry about anything. The relationship between me and John just is purely because of mutual interests. And then she broke completely. Yui, are you insane? What? What did Yui do? What? Yeah, I still don't understand what happened. You are in a relationship. Oh, the word relationship. Damn it. Her devilish grin was becoming more and more apparent. Oh my god, no. And it was increasing in size as she chuckled more and more to herself. No, not that kind of relationship. Just, Yui, screw this talking. We need to get out now. We need to go now. Oh my god. I once again grabbed her arm and tucked her along, this time with more force applied. Wait! Oh my god, what's gonna happen? What is it? Yui was entirely oblivious to the maniac she was facing. Her desire to help people was not at all helpful here. Because what? I guess you have to die. What? Is that a fucking knife? Oh my god, no. Don't tell me she's gonna kill Yui. From under her skirt, she pulled a long, sharpened knife. Damn it. What? What are you doing? No! Stay away from me! No! Yui! John, fucking do something, John! I couldn't react in time. For fuck's sake, go help her! carried along onto Yui out of seemingly nowhere. John, I swear, if you don't jump in right now, I'm gonna fucking kill you. No, I'm just kidding. The knife was thrusted deep into her chest. Carrie, stop! Stop! But Carrie's groaning and crying was deafening the sounds that came out of my mouth. Oh my god, why is it went dark all of a sudden? The entire world was breaking around me, as if everything was going black. John, fucking go fuck help Yui! John, please, just go help Yui. In that moment, I couldn't even think straight anymore. The idea of us using magic to end this situation was completely out of my head. Oh! I just heard a step noise. A step not noise. No, not nice. Fuck. I can't talk right now, so I had no choice. I put as much power as possible into a kick. Who did you kick? But I was able to hit her before she managed to take another step right in the throat. And before that, step directly into Yui's right eye. What the fuck? Dude, this Carrie girl is flipping crazy. As I finally got a direct hit at her head with full force, Carrie tumbled over at high speed with the knife flying far away. I made sure she was down for good with another kick right in the stomach, and indeed she was crumbed up and completely unable to move from the spot. Took you long enough, John! Okay, who is this now? I saw a woman running at us who had seen it all go down. Holy shit, Yui, no! Please tell me you will be alright. Damn, in the throat, in the chest, and in the eyes? Damn it, man. Yui, please tell me you'll be okay. When I took a look back down at Yui, I immediately realized how bad this situation was. She was coughing up blood as if unable to breathe. The blood was running down her neck from the deep stab she received, and her eyes had faded from her usual sharp stare. The body was morbidly jumping up and down. Everything else was now out of my focus from me. My entire body was in panic mode, and my mind nonetheless. I tried calling out to Yui. The stranger woman was panicking as well. Shit, what do we do? I don't know. I've never done anything like this. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Neither have I. Do you have a phone on you? Call 911. I immediately and tell them to calm down. Oh, of course. Wait, what's the girl name? Jasmine. I found trying to get out my phone from my pocket. I thanked the gods that it had battery. I dialed the number the moment I had access it. The dispatcher picked up the phone almost the moment I pressed call. 911, what's the emergency? I need to order pizza. No, just kidding. Please send help. My friend was stabbed and I think she is dying. It was a ramble. I was furious that it took so long to get anywhere in that call. I had to tell them everything that was so obvious to me. But everything still went by so fast. Jasmine, I learned her name was, tried her best to keep you stable. Many others joined in as time passed. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, I thought it was. Who is it? Nah, she looked familiar to Setsuna, but I don't think that's her. Some more proficient than others at handling these situations. I wanted to help, but all I could do was watch. I had absolutely no idea what to do. Couldn't think of any spell that could save her. Maybe try to swap body with her. If you switch body with her right now, you'll be the one who's dying, and you will be fine. Why not do that? Just kidding. Everyone did absolutely everything they could to help her. But by the way, in this scenario, I don't think there's a body swap. But I did search on the website. There is body switch body swap. What is it called? Routes. So I'm probably gonna try that later. In the end, even the ambulance that came rushing proved fruitless. Okay, is we okay? That day, Yui Yamashita was assaulted by someone complete stranger to her. An insane girl who was damaged beyond repair caused the incident. No way. Yui! It was sudden. Way too sudden. Fuck, I'm crying. Yui! She died due to blood rushing into her lungs, which caused a lack of oxygen. No! Yui! Besides that, her organs also shut down because of circulatory shock caused by the immense pain she was put through. She instantly suffered a slow, agonizing death. The paramedics that came with the ambulance had deemed her dead the moment they arrived. Oh, damn it, man. I'm crying. This is so sad. Yui was my favorite character on this scenario, or even in the game. But the steps had not been random steps. They were designed to kill. That psycho is prepared for this. Studied how to take down another human in a matter of seconds. I couldn't save Yui. I was heartbroken that I let this happen to her. It was all my fault through and through. The mind control spell I so dearly tried not to cast in intent to not screw with Carrie would have saved Yui's life. It would have made everything better. I couldn't help but cry for the remainder of the week. I really am pathetic. You sure are. No, I'm just kidding, John. You're a flipping great guy, John. Don't worry. You try your best. You kick no. You kick Carrie in the face. That's good. You kick Yui in the like I kept saying Yui. You kick Carrie in the stomach. That's also good. My headline just full with Yui. Many were gathered at the funeral. A young and promising girl like Yui being murdered in cold blood was bound to get the hearts of anyone swollen. Looking around, almost all the students of the school attended, even the ones who hated Yui when she was around. Eric! Maria! Vanessa! Tori's crying! Damn, man! It really brought out some emotions that previously were tucked behind the facades of personalities people usually try to uphold. There were also some people I really hadn't ever seen before, and even some whom I didn't expect to show up at all. Oh, that's Cornelia, and these two I don't know. A few notable ones were, of course, still missing, and no doubt they would be treated miserably unless their excuse for not coming was good enough. And in honor of what she loved, all who had won were the uniform of Chinakyo High, a place that was dear to Yui. Just for this once, there was no infighting, no petty arguing, no backtalk. Yui, rest in peace. I will never forget you, Yui. Even though this scenario is not canon, this is just so flipping sad. Just everyone here to honor the school council president who managed the student body excellently despite the issues some had with her. Everyone's here to say that final farewell upset one. Who? The one who didn't have an eye on me or the Alta were having empathetic sights aimed at Yuna and Natsumi. Who? None of them could hold back any tears. Aww. It was nothing odd. This was exactly as I would have imagined this day. To Yuna, her girls was everything. To have one of them taken away without even being able to send them off to the afterlife must be heartbreaking. In every sense of the word. A trauma I didn't think she would ever recover from. No, Yuna. But the ceremony eventually held to close. When the time came to bury the coffin to the graveyard, I had volunteered to be the one of the bearers. Klaus, Izuna, and Flavia were the other volunteers from our school to bear the coffin. It didn't surprise me. Those three would want to do this. They were all part of the student council after all. If I were to mention proper friends you might have had, they would be the first to come to mind. Apart from those three, two other adults helped out. I could assume that they were family members or related to Yui in some way. The purple-haired woman definitely looked like a relative as she looked and nearly a lot like Yuna, and she wore some kind of traditional garb. I had to talk to them later to know who they are. Her body was buried and put to rest. Holy shit! There's actually a graveyard here? As was traditional for these kind of things, there would be gathering to honor her at the shrine afterwards. I went, but had to leave after a few minutes. I couldn't bear it. John, it's okay to cry. It's okay to be sad, man. I was the only one who hadn't accepted this yet. I haven't said my final goodbye yet. Not like this. I had the power to change things where I felt once. I wouldn't fail again. Can you make like resurrection spell the day after? Oh, what happened? What happened? What happened? It was Monday. Is it Monday? No, it's Wednesday, you liar. It is Wednesday, right? Hold on, let me check on my phone. Wednesday. Yeah, it is Wednesday. John is lying to me. Why? The school allow any student who wishes to do so take one more day off to get past the events that had unfolded during the last 1.5 weeks. Aww, this school really is a nice school. I wish I were in that school. To be frank, it's been hard living with her passing in my consciousness. Whatever happened to Carrie didn't matter to me at this point. Had she still lived in the area, I was certain that I would have acted to get my revenge, to get Yui's revenge. All I knew that she had gotten away with 1 or 2 fractures to the school, and nothing more. She had been frail to receive that much damage from a weakling like me, but what did she even do all day anyways? Sit around and be an absolute maniac was the only consolative answer that came to my mind. All of this started because of this fucking spellbook, and I would be the damn if it didn't end with this spellbook. The only thing that came to my mind nowadays were ways to use books to get her back. I was still willing to try everything: time travel, necromancy, anything. I couldn't let it end on this note. I would never have been able to look Yuna or Natsumi in the eyes again if I did, right? But after days of research search for any clue in the book, the only lead I got was summoning ritual, summoning a wish granting spirit. Oh, that could work. This has to work. Yeah, come on, we can bring Yui back. With funeral now being in the past, I might as well try this before I regret having spent too long in case there was any limit. True, with the house empty. Oh my god, that's flipping. Oh my god, what's touching my leg? I don't want to look down. It's fucking dark here. With the house empty until much later, I had the opportunity and I took it. All I needed was salt, nightshade, and candles. An easy to perform ritual after figuring out nightshade actually were potatoes and tomatoes. Salt was easy to find. Mom used it recently, so it stood out in the open. Luckily, there were still a few tomatoes left as well from her recent cooking. They weren't big, but I still snatched a few and ran back up. I knew I was able to find candles inside Holly's room. She occasionally lights some in her room. How the heck did you get in Holly's room though? Didn't know why, and honestly didn't really care either. It was a bit difficult to find them as they were hidden behind a few utensils, but getting one was an easy task. The circle of salt was arranged and the 2 tomatoes were put inside. Oh, sorry. The candles in the middle was lighted, and all that mattered now was the incarnation. Nan agaran hano oru ataimeves vili kokutana. One rushed around to the room despite the shut windows, wiping around without affecting the unitarily still salt circle. Please, For a moment after, everything seems normal again. Please, you. Oh! That is super scary. But then everything went completely dark. What the hell is going on? Hello? It took a while before something happened again. Oh, it's back. Okay, how are we gonna bring Yui back? The room suddenly started lighting up in an ominous purple. The candle relit with a strangely discolored flame before flaring upwards. The unexpected conflagration lasted for just a moment before exhausting itself, but left a palpable hit in its wake. Who is this? Who is this? And from the heat, an image shimmered into existence, as if appearing from a mirage. The being materialized herself into the center of the circle. Don't tell me this is Yui with the demon version. The demon version of Yui, is it? I'm not sure. Yeah, because she got like kind of purple hair. Slowly but surely, an interesting dressed being was appearing. And when she finally seemed fully present, she spoke out. Kurchi. Search. How do I pronounce his name? Kurchi? Searchy? I'm gonna call him Search. Yeah, Search. O powerful summoner of spirits, you are greeted by the great and powerful Search. For what purpose have you called upon me to enter this realm? The spell truly did summon a spirit, a scantily clad one. That is. This was my first use of summoning magic, and the implication of summoning ritual truly was like straight out fantasy literal. Could something be the matter, my master? She had a peculiar grin on her face. It was clear as night and day she wasn't some benevolent being. The spirit was about to step forward before I could warn her. Watch out, there are few tomatoes scattered around. She stomped mid-step, confused, and I look around. Tomatoes? Why are there? You've got to be kidding me. It must have clicked for her that she was summoned through the unfathomable might of tomatoes. Sorry, didn't have any fancy nightshade. Whatever, I am flexible. But only due to those damn Peruvians. Peruvians. Forget that I say that. Uh-huh. So about that wish the book told me about. She eyed me curiously. She must have realized something as her face once again became more and more devious. Oh ho! The sheer amount of negative energy you are exerting feels promising. Something truly terrible must have happened to you, am I correct? I gulped at her read of the situation. Apparently she could read the auras of something or of other people, and the fact that she found this promising. What are your terms? You do not sound like benevolent. Straight to the point, huh? Well, let us get that out of the way then, shall we? I live to serve anyone who binds a contact with me. You get your wish, I feed my Aldrich off of you. Hold on, Aldrich. The testy resources you so wastefully threw away when performing your magic tricks. Ah, go on. She must have had to deal with this situation a couple times now. Devilish as she looked, it was clearly a pain for her to recite all of this. Anyways, I get my food, you get your wish, but do not expect me to be able to your run off the mill genie. I have my limits, and if your wish is an absolute force, do not blame me to spice things up a little, if you know what I mean. And why should I trust you? Sigh. If you die, I don't get my Eldritch. If you terminate our contract, I don't get either. Your security is in my best interest. Sounds good. If I can trust that, what is saying alright. So your wish. I would have to formulate my wish so that she wouldn't be able to tamper too much with it, right? But I was starting to have second doubts. The spirit had now been on multiplayer opposition shown among nature. Easily irritated and wanting to spice things up. Was this really what I wanted? Should I really, do this? Of course! I want Yui back! Of course I had to go through with this. Alright, let's get things explained first. Do you know a girl named Yui Yamashita? What about her? Wait, you do? My friend, right? Your friend? Sure, kid. If you call a being like that your friend, what's up with her? She died just recently due to an assault. Tell me something I don't know, would you? I wish for her to be brought back to life. Come on, please. This works. She paused in her tracks. I wouldn't think that this was a wish that hasn't been requested from her before, but still, something peculiar was definitely amiss here. You can't be serious. Do you even know what she is? What she is? Where is she? A friend of mine. I felt to protect. So will you do it for me or not? Not like I can refuse to perform the wish. Now you've said that. You said it. One problem. Where is her body? It's been buried. Now that complicated things. But with her hand to her chin, she started thinking. The green was slowly returning, which could only be a bad sign. So you want her back? She cackled to herself while twirling her fingers around. Hope you enjoy your wish, master. Her smile wasn't just vicious, but now fiendish. I was about to run towards her as if she was doing could be stopped. Wait, stop! Oh! I blacked out after my first step. What exactly happened here? John! Oh, Yui! Did it work? When I woke, all was hazy. Yui's back! John, wake up! I could hear a voice calling out my name. My senses were numb, but I still felt them. It was a weird feeling. What is going on here? But I couldn't remain like this. I had to get up. Wait, what the hell did Courage do? Ow. Hello? Oh, John, thank goodness you're alive. One look was all I required. Why John and Yui are spirits right now? Yui, it's you! I flew in for a hug. Oh, of course it is me. What's going on? Oh, I'm so glad to see you. Despite what hidden courage have caused, she was still back. But before I could realize, Yui spoke her mind. John, why are we ghosts? I hadn't noticed it, but we were indeed both spirits currently. All of this sensation were no doubt because of this. I remember dying in front of you. It was terrifying. None of that matters now. None of it. What did you do, John? I loosened myself and looked her straight in the eyes to tell her. I brought you back. This isn't the real world. And she was right. It was unlike anything I had seen before. It was as if we were floating in space. I was still alive myself, so my spirit must have been ripped out of myself for some reason. You're wrong. The voice came out of nowhere, but I recognized it. Courage. Courage! I don't even know if that's how you pronounce her name, but okay, I'll go with it. Courage. Where are you? Courage. That's right, little one. You wonder where you are. Well, it is quite simple, my benevolent master over here. Sword and Mark will give so much that he would contract a real demon to bring you back. Isn't that just sweet? My eyes fell on Yui and it was easy to see that she was terrified. Perch, on the other hand, probably knew exactly what she was doing. You contract an actual demon because of me? Are you insane? Yui, I would do anything for you. Relax for now. Let's just say we share a common interest. Then show yourself. I wish to talk to you face to face. I didn't know what she had in her confront a real demon, but Yui's facial expression portrayed anger to high degree. I knew it was selfish to bring her back from the dead, but she deserved a second chance at life. If it were so easy, even if I were to obey your wishes, I cannot. First, I am your summoner, you said so yourself. I demand to know what's going on. Explain yourself. What is all of this? Where are we? You are in the bedroom of my master John Davis, naturally. But this isn't. The wish was as following. I wish for Yui Yamashita to be brought back to life. Okay? Problem. Her body was rotting. It is indeed in my power. It is indeed in my power to stuff her resemblance spirit back into the corpse of her. But would we not all agree that living life as a literal zombie, as you humans call them nowadays, would be a horrendous way to experience pain? You should have not buried Yui's body, man. We could have gone perfectly. I did not ask for any of this. Do I sound like I care about a puny hunter like you? You are a break on the route to me. Wait. Sorry. What? Hunter? How? How is she hunter? Is Yui like demon hunter or something? This was a blonde, even for the standards of supposed demons. Yui without a doubt took heavy offense to it, but it also looked helpless in this situation. As I was so merciful explaining the process, I still do have the interest of my master in mind. As such, only one object remained. Let us try walking your vessel and you'll be able to figure it out by yourself. Without even a single second to react, it fell as if my spirit was mumbled and sent into all directions. I couldn't see what happened to Yui's spirit. It just went by too fast. Occurred here again, and just as quick as everything had faded to black, I was able to open my eyes to discover that I had instantly risen myself from the floor. I must have been lying on perched on my bed with an interior aspirations. As I stood there, I could feel my head banging to no end, probably from the fall I must have endured. When she snapped me into the place we just were. So, how are you feeling? Where is Yui? I was about to say that. Another look around confirmed that Yui wasn't here. Where is she? Instead of answering, she just pointed at me. Why? Perhaps she meant behind me, but nothing was out of the ordinary. Are you trying to play dumb with me? I wouldn't dream of even doing that. Let's try this together before I return to my work. Try what? What did you do? Push! You are asking too many questions. Now, concentrate your mind. Let it calm down and open its door. What is that even supposed to mean? You are touching what I am asking you. Do you want to know where your hunter friend went or not? Why did she call you a hunter? What? To say that she was at her wits' ends would have been understatement. Percy was starting to get really annoyed, and what choice did I even have? With a short school, I sat down and did as she asked. I didn't see what any of this would bring me, sorry, or how it would get me Yui back from whatever place she currently resides in. Good. I can see you have to come to terms with your situation, Master. Whatever. Let's just get this over with. We will need you to get a hold of this human ability. It is not hard, so it should be quick. Imagine your most inner spirit. I'm imagining. Now force it upwards. How can that not be clear? The bickering demon silently up with both her hands as if I were some sort of 10 years old. Up! To the skies! Birds! Nebula! Up! Jesus, I get it! Don't bring that prophet fool into discussion discussion now. She closed her eyes and reached out over my head. She wasn't physically touching me, but I still feel some sort of surge of energy affecting my forehead. Good, you may talk now, little girl. Little girl? Yui? What? Where? Where is Yui? I can't see her. Yui? Yes. Can you hear me? I can. Where are you? I think I'm inside your head. What? What? Inside my head? Kurt, why is Yui inside my head? Why would you ask that question, John? That devilish grin was back, no doubt, to revel in what she was about to say. I've told you so. There was nobody to stuff her into, so instead I have given her to you as a prisoner in your body. Neat, is it not? What the hell? That wasn't what I intended. Now I need to go. Thank you for the meal, dear master. Kirch, wait! Adieu! Is it like adios? With a sneaker, she vanished, almost as instantly as she appeared. Crap, this is bad. Why did she do this? Fuck, this is my fault. Please tell me what's going on. Why can't I move? Sorry, I never should have done this. Oh man, what happened now? It's been a while now ever since that incident happened. That wasn't what I wanted. Yui was a great person, someone I kind of look up to. But during school, all I hear is, John, you didn't study for this test again. Seriously, it's no wonder Mr. Mallory dislikes you in class. What? Yui, don't do that. During the day, all I hear is, you should spend more time doing other things, John. Video games are not healthy and they won't be a job for you later on. I only care about you, so please do something else with your time. And during my free time, can you at least tell Katrina about me, please? Just let me take control for 2 minutes. I don't need any longer. Is it even possible to give Yui control of your body? Of John's body? It was impossible to deal with. After the initial encounter with Kirch, I learned I basically had full control over my body, and since Yui conscious was a part of mine now too, somehow I could control her as well. There were days where I just completely shut her up. Her concern, worried about me were too much, and I couldn't handle it anymore. If I wanted, I could even completely shut her off from my senses by causing her to float in an endless void of nothingness, as she described it. Why? I demand you to undo this and send her back to the dead. No turning back, John. For the last time, my wishes cannot be undone, nor do I long to undo my work. Thus, oh, sorry. Does an arrogant little human like you know how important the pride of demon is? To revert a wish is heresy. I don't care, you did this, and now you fix it. But the demon resolve did move an inch. Even after weeks of looking through my spellbook, I found absolutely nothing alike to the condition I had. Position was one thing, this was another. Our soul had merged, but not as in merge. It was more like parasitic relationship with me in full control. Cool. You know what? Every single time I record this video, I'm losing my what is it called, my voice, because I hadn't even drink any water yet. I'm gonna record 2 videos. After this one, I'm gonna record another episode. So yeah, I might be posting this on Saturday and Sunday. So yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't read that right. The day where I had Yui shut down eventually grew more and more, and as time went on, she just became a tool of mine. A tool, huh? A tool, huh? Gah, how does this make any sense? Yui, how do I do this one? Please don't shut me away again, or I ask you something. John, that is not nice. You have to divide the square root of that number to get the result. Please don't shut me. Oh, sorry, I have to concentrate. John, fuck you. The peace was quiet and was something I longed for nowadays, which was I even forgot she was present some days, but she was still handy to have around. There were days where I would let her take full control over my body as a thanks for helping me out. Wait, you can let Yui take control? Wow, that's cool. But ultimately, I didn't want anyone knowing she lived on inside of me. But obviously, she did want people to know, and she would sometimes try to initiate contact with others as herself. Although this habit went away after she had been shut off completely after attempting to do so every time. I wanna see John's body acting like Yui. I wanna see that. I didn't know if I was being evil. I never should have let Kirch bring her back. I still can't pronounce this demon's name, but this was still my life. I respected Yui, looked up to her, perhaps even liked her as more than a friend. I caused her death. I was to blame, but this was for the better. If she were to roam freely, I would surely go insane. Dot dot dot. God, this life had turned into a rictus mess. Hello. Oh, and the voice in the back of my head. So that is the end of this path on the Yui Spellbook Continuation scenario by Applemelon. Now, if we go here and we load. Oh my, wait, no, I think I did something wrong here. Oh yeah, I did something wrong, I think. Or I need to go to main menu. The one place, okay. I don't think that's the same one I saved. I think that was the long one before. Useful combinations. Okay. We're gonna choose the same one again. Beginning of the scenario. Okay. No. In short. What? Okay, I see this one before. Him the same. Light to her. I need Yui to die. Sorry, Yui. I just need to test something here. Skip again. Where is this thing? Oh, we record for 1 hour now. New spell. Imprint the cloning spell. Let's skip again. Uh, if I hit necessary, nothing gonna happen. It's just gonna go with the one we did on episode 9. On episode 8, I think. Episode 8. You guys have to watch that, man. No. Episode 5 or episode 8, I think. I'm not sure. You guys have to check all my videos. I'm gonna go with talk to your. Yeah, I'm gonna go this. I need Carrie to kill Lily again, so I can try the other choice. Mind control town. We're gonna try to not bring her back and see what's gonna happen. Reject the spirit. Am I actually thinking of letting things stay this way? It's as every fiber in my body is trying to warn me about this being. God's sake, I can't just stop here, can I? This was the only remaining way to do this. The spirit was eyeing me with a very intriguing look. I probably look completely out of my element right now. You don't know that now you summon me, you are supposed to formulate a witch, correct? Yes, of course, but you're just giving me off a really bad vibe, you know? I don't feel like I can trust you if I have to be honest. I didn't know if she took offense to that or not, but she seems to laugh it off quite well. By Lucifer, you have quite the bravery, kid, but also quite the naivety. Thanks, I guess. Let me tell you something. I have been the personal servant of the Blackwell household for hundreds of years, okay? Possibly even a millennia. I do not know anymore. It has been that long. Hell, I've even given your ancestors to decorate that little toy book you seems to be swinging around and using without a worry. She helped make the book. Whether you choose to put your faith in me worries me not. All I want is to get rid of myself of everyday's wars and feed off the eldritch you spend when invoking your contract with me. But screw all of that, including the creatures. I was trying to look beyond my selfish desire to your loyalty crumble. Okay, I need to wait. I need to breathe. I need to breathe. I haven't taken a break. Just this once, it would seems you are in need of more convincing welcome gift from the Almighty More. Okay, it's fucking. I'm fucking tired. It's fucking 1 a.m. right now. But I have to record another video after this, so Just you really aren't a good guy after all, are you? Oh, please, no need to flatter me that further. I couldn't really tell because of her skin tone, but it most seems likely she was blushing after hearing that. I'll tell you what, inform me of what you desire from a wish, then I will guide you to make the best decision. How does that sound? Wait, you will? That's unexpected. I hope we thought she will either be fed up with me or get angry. I guess this, there was no harm in asking her, right? Did you say so? Do you know the girl named Yui Yamashita? Your supposed friends. Yes, what about her? She died recently and I wish her to. Shush! If you state your wish now, I will be forced to grant you the wish. Don't tell me what to wish. Tell me what you want. Alright, sorry, I want her to be arrived. She died recently. She bore a last beautiful face full of sadness. Whether it was good or not wasn't something I could tell. Her body? Oh, she was buried yesterday. Is it that bad? Do you want her to become a living undead? If you put it that way, not really. Besides, do you know what that girl is? What she is? Well, she's a friend of mine, or she's maybe some kind of agent for the government. I doubt it. I cannot say too much because of my pact with your household, but I can say that your wish would result in horrible consequences. Can't you just create a new body for her? I cannot, unless you wish for her to roam between dimensions as a demon. Yeah, I don't. Was this really it then? From the looks of it, she isn't actually spirit, but some kind of demon. So there really isn't any way for her to return. Oh, there are ways, but your security is a high priority, so I will not grant you any information on how to. Fuck! So even the demon of someone doesn't recommend going through with this? I felt as if I were about to break into tears, but I couldn't. Was this acceptances? You have made up your mind. Yeah, I think so. What happened now? Is this another ending? It was tough to realize that even with powers, I didn't have it in me to do what I wanted. Everyone else seems to move on from what had happened. I didn't understand how everyone did it so quickly. Even though she had been relatively nice to me, courage still demanded a wish to be made. Instead of being overly complicated, I just wished for a cup of water. Somehow she interrupted that wish by spawning a cup of water above my head, which caused it to fall down onto me, causing her headache and making my soak. I guess this was the spice she had been talking about adding for it to boring wishes. Okay. While trying to cope with the sudden hole that was left in my life, my friends really backed me up. They knew, just like anyone else in the school at this point, that I had been there as it happened. By the way, J-Man, want to come over to my home later together with the girls? If you want to, we can talk about, Yui. We want to be there for you. I would love to. Thanks, guys. It had come to my mind that I hadn't shared the book with them yet. I didn't know if I should even bring it up to them anymore. I didn't feel like it. But during the last few weeks, they were really trying their best to help me get through the grief. There were a lot of days where I'd end up together with them after school. If this taught me any lesson, it will be that company is the best grief friend there is. And it is all of this. Ryoko told me about the secret Cat had been keeping from me. I was a bit shocked at first, but she assured me that Cat liked me more than a friend. I don't care. I like Yui, so go to hell, Katrina. No, just kidding, just kidding. No, Katrina, you're okay, man. I'm sorry. She had been keeping a distance from me because she felt like a lowly being to prey on me after what happened. It's up to you. I'm sorry I'm bringing you into this, John, but I can't let her keep sitting on the sidelines like this. She really likes you. Sorry? I had no idea. I'm sorry. I should have noticed this so much sooner. John, you don't have to notice this. You're supposed to focus on Yui. It's okay. Kat is a bit special when it comes to revealing her feelings. Is she okay with you telling me this? No, not at all. She would probably kill me if she knew. Well, alright, this is how I made a confession. To be, if I have to be honest. And now, not how I wanted it for her either, but it's up to you from here on out. Thanks Kyoko for telling me always. And please, know that I'm here for you. Wasn't able to call Yui a proper friend of mine, but we had a lot in common and probably would have become friends if we got the chance. Oh my god, my throat is super over her right now. I'm losing my voice. It's already hard enough for me to process all of this, so I cannot imagine what you're going through. I've known you for God knows how long, so if you want to talk, I will always have an ear open. I couldn't wish for more. Oh, is that it? Is that the end? It was thanks to the people I associated with that I was able to overcome most things. But of course, there was still some few affected by the recent event much as more than I was. I was determined to put more effort into the stay where Nasumi was staying over. Yuna had to take a lot of days off recently. Not that surprised me. She was trying to move on, but it was hard. I knew it is firsthand. This in turn left me with fewer days to interact with Natsumi over the evening. Today being one of the now scarce days of babysitting Natsumi, I suggest taking a walk down to the beach with her. I knew from my few weeks of aimlessly wandering off the streets that the sea was unusually beautiful during evenings, where the sun had already gone down. When I told Natsumi about it, she really wanted to go for a walk together with me. Ah, I'm sorry Natsumi, you lost your sister. Wow, you're right. The water looks so nice. Of course, what else you expect from the great tour guide? I thought it would be really lame, just like that new game you're playing. Eh, Washashin Creed is a good franchise. Assassin's Creed, I take the Assassin's Creed reference right there. Assassin's Creed, I mean, not great. I was surprised at how well me and Natsume could spend time together nowadays. Previously, she was more of bother, but things had been put into perspective. As we were traveling across the shore, I kept reminding myself of the situation Natsume had at home. It wasn't an easy one, for neither of the two people that still lived there. It was no rare occurrence to see Yuna with bloodshot eyes, likely because of her crying. Of course it wasn't her intention, but I could see it affect Natsumi in how she behaved nowadays, as if she was more clingy to me than usual, looking for some other kind of base station to comfort herself on. And to be honest, this meant that Natsumi was starting to feel more and more like a sister to me, and I hope the same applied to the other way around. Okay, is that the end? Eventually, we reached the end of the short line. Natsumi seemed to enjoy the walk more than I had hoped, so that was a good thing. Looking out over the sea was something that could heal anyone in current weather. John, what is it, Natsumi? What is it? Is it really true that Yui isn't coming back? Oh, Natsumi, don't. Oh, I'm sorry, Natsumi, but she isn't. I go at that. I knew she would ask this at some point, but we hadn't really talked about Yui between the two of us yet. Yeah, I miss her so much. I couldn't really say anything. I simply nodded. Mom misses her too. Why did she have to die? I don't think anybody really knows. And it's not fair, not at all. John, if you flipping act quickly and save her from Carrie, she would have survived. I patted her head as gently as I could. She was disturbed and looked at the fine sand she was walking in. I think I've learned something recently. She finally looked back up at me. Could see that her eyes had faint tears in them. It's not a bad thing to miss her. Is always going to be with us in our memories. Still, oh my god, A sad song is playing. But I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it is a sad song. And if you ask me, you still have a mom that needs you, and I need you too. So be sure to wear a smile and remind your mom that you're still here. That's your job, right? Thinking about how to cheer her up, I had given myself a lump in throat. But Natsumi wore a smile now, even though she still had tears in her eyes at the same time. Aw, Natsumi! I promise me you won't ever leave me. Huh? No, I'm not. You're my big bro. So now you need to protect me. Yeah, of course. No bad guys are going to get past me, alright? You want me to hear that from her. Now, what do you say we head home? Your mom is probably waiting for you by now. Is it the ending yet? Okay, one more. Oh, this is actually beautiful. I wouldn't say all things turned out alright in the end. I still had this feeling of regret with me for the rest of my life, and feeling that told me I could have prevented things from turning out this way or fix it. It sounded selfish, but I ended up getting very close to Yuna and Natsumi because of all this. Helping them wherever I could, not being there for them, was the least thing I could do to repent. The doubts on whether or not giving up on resurrection Yui were still there from time to time, but I had to be confident in my decision. Confident, always. That's right, John. And the dilemma of the capable. And that is the end of the scenario and the end of this video. So guys, that is the stupid transfer part 11. If you guys want to see part 12, can we hit 2 likes on this video? Just 2 likes, okay? I need 2 likes. If you guys want to see part 12, get me to 2 likes. Come on, please, guys. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys!